Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. If you like it fine, warm and sunny, then summer 2018 is the gift that keeps on giving, because there's plenty more to come over the next week or so. If you're desperate for some rain, and I know many places are, well, that first line is not good news. Yes, very little rain to come for the foreseeable future. Lots of sunshine, and it is going to be very warm. And it's that last line that, well, that's the only area where there's big question marks. Just how hot are we going to get? Could we see temperatures rising further next week? More on that in just a moment. First of all, let's get through the next few days, including the weekend. High pressure in control. It's quite a flabby area of high pressure, not a lot of isobars, and actually the centre of the high drifting over northern Europe, which will, on Thursday, allow a weather front to push across Scotland, a weak weather front, and behind that, well, the high pressure builds back in across the UK, sitting across pretty much all areas through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Again, just another weak weather front pushing in across the far north. That will have consequences on the temperatures this weekend, but again, more on that in a moment. Let's rewind and come back to Thursday's forecast, because there's a front pushing in which will introduce fresher conditions, certainly across Scotland on Thursday, whereas further south it'll probably be a warmer day with temperatures widely in the sunshine getting up into the mid-20s. Not sunny everywhere on Thursday though. Again, we've got some complications, cloud building in, and there will be a few showers across parts of England and Wales, even the odd heavy one, but they will be hit and miss. Many places will avoid them and stay dry, but catch a shower and, well, your garden could get a bit of a drink on Thursday. There's the chance of a few showers across the far southeast on Friday, but apart from that, most places, again, blue skies through Friday and the weekend. Again, the sun is strong at this time of year, so UV levels will be high and temperatures could start to rise this weekend, certainly across the south. Across the north, there's question marks because of that weather front that we saw earlier pushing in on Sunday. Now, there's some uncertainty about the position of this weather front. It could be further south, it could be further north. It's not going to bring much in the way of rain. It'll perhaps introduce a little bit more in the way of cloud, but the position is key because of the temperatures, and it will introduce cooler conditions. You see there that cooler air pushing into parts of Scotland. If that front's further south, then the cooler air will be further south. But generally, across the heart of England, parts of East Wales, temperatures widely in the high 20s, and again, some places over 30 Celsius on Sunday. After that, well, again, that high pressure really just sits across the UK as we go into the early part of next week. More dry weather, more sunshine by day. Why is the high being allowed to build in? Well, let's take a look high up in the atmosphere at the jet stream. That is well to the north of the UK. It's not quite that straightforward though. In the summer months, the jet stream often weakens and you get branches of it or little filaments of it that tend to break off. And we could have that scenario early part of next week. And that is why there's a bit of uncertainty about exactly how things will progress through especially the middle part of next week. Let's take a look at the temperature profile now, because actually early next week it looks like we're going to see some really high temperatures, some dark reds there across parts of Spain and Portugal, things really hotting up across the Mediterranean. Question mark is, will any of that hot air spread its way northwards? And it all depends on the position of the jet stream and how that interacts with the pressure at low levels. Now, there is one scenario where we start to see the heat. Again, this is the same kind of map. There's the UK, you can see it there. There's Spain and Portugal, and the brighter colours there, the purples and the whites, suggesting some very hot air across southern France as well. And in one scenario, well, that warm air does get pushed up towards the UK. We don't get the really hot stuff, but the fringes of it certainly threatening parts of England and Wales. So that could really see those temperatures jump up even further around the middle of next week. But that is just one scenario. The other scenario is that the heat just gets tended to push away towards the Mediterranean and across the UK, although it will still be very warm. We don't get that excessive heat. Now, as I say, this is the more likely scenario at the moment, but I just wanted to flag that as a possibility of that heat building through the middle part of next week. What we're pretty confident is that most of next week, again, it's going to be dry and it is going to be sunny. The question marks surrounding those temperatures. How hot will it get? And that humidity could also start to build. And of course, in the summer month, that could lead to some big thunderstorms. Lots of coulds, lots of woulds. Just concentrate on the dry and sunny for the most part. Just bear that in mind. We are keeping our eyes on how the heat builds next week. We'll keep you updated. As always, there's more information on the Met Office website.